I think we're ready to move on to news, multi-platforming, and Wombat's Rainbow Sexy Talk.
Yeah.
There was some Rainbow news you told me about earlier.
Oh yeah, it's a free to play weekend for Rainbow Six on the Xbox One. I think you need to download it, Mr. Cheapy, and we should stream it on Twitch
Okay.
because I think it'll break all your Twitch records.
They're not that impressive.
That's why now's the time.
Right. All right. It could happen. It could potentially happen.
It's potential. Fine. Whatever.
Right.
I got a new game this week though that I actually, I sort of went to a store and bought.
What? What does that mean? Sort of.
Well, Darksiders Genesis was the deal of the day.
Pretty much unwent to a store to get this game.
Yeah, I unwent to a store. I had to go to the park in front of the store.
Okay.
Call the store from my cell phone.
Oh, you really did.
And a man in a mask walked out and handed me my game.
Your video game.
Yes.
You went to Best
it's
Buy?
called curbside pickup. No, it was at the GameStop.
Here is your $15 clearance game, sir.
Exactly.
Thank you for coming out.
Thank you for picking up this $15 copy of Darksiders Genesis.
Wow, we found GameStop's customer.
I know, I'm the guy.
It was him.
You know what? For $15, I was in. You know what? Darksiders Genesis is pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a good. I think the Shipwrecks would probably enjoy it. Good couch co-op.
Oh.
It seemed when we played this at E3 last year, it seemed kind of bland.
You know, I don't. You know what? It's not as bland. It has more.
It's been a year or whatever, so.
It has more platforming than I thought. It's a little less Diablo and a little more Lego game. Where there's a little bit more platforming, there's a little bit more of the you can't do this right now, you haven't unlocked that skill, please come back later. And collecting a lot of, coins to buy, power-ups.
How much lore would Mrs. Shipwreck need to know about the Darksiders universe?
Absolutely none.
Perfect, because that's how much she knows about the Darksiders universe.
Absolutely zero. All you need to know is that you're one guy, and she would be your brother, and you would have to go kill the devil. And that's it.
There's no female characters?
No, there's only two characters. It's War, who's been in one of the past games. I want to say Darksiders 1? Yeah. 1, because 2 is death.
I've heard it's really hard to animate female characters.
And
so
Darksiders 3 has the female one. And Strife, who is the new character for the game. And he uses guns, and War uses a big sword.
Okay.
That's enough
when you
lore.
play alone, you can switch between the two characters on the fly.
I think that's how this game's usually played.
But if you play co-op, then those two characters are on the screen at the same time all the time.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll give it a go. I think there not being a female character is going to be a harder sell.
Yeah, I could see that, but I like I said, I think you guys might enjoy it.
Sure.
Yeah. You're always looking for something to play together, and this game is something you can play together. And it, it kind of scratches that collectathon itch that I know you get.
I didn't even know that it had collectibles.
Oh yeah, you got to collect all the Boatman coins.
You got to do that.
You got it. There's 15
Ship loves boats
coins.
and collecting things.
Right. They might as well just call them shipwreck coins.
Yeah, exactly. You got to get all the shipwreck coins, or I don't know what happens if you don't. I don't know.
Is there like a checklist that I can?
Oh yeah.
Off?
No. When you go to the map screen, it actually shows you the checklist, and it tells you how many of each thing there are. Like, oh, there's 15 Boatman coins, 3 super chests, 1 little chest, 5 big chests.
See, why don't they put this stuff on the box art?
I don't know.
I feel like if they just said that up front, that a lot more people would be interested with the chat.
Probably.
Wombat Baby Muffin Time in the chat said that it's Joe Maderiera's art design, and it's on point.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you know who that guy is? He said I would hope Wombat would know Joe Mad, being a comic fan.
I don't.
You don't know him?
I don't know him. Sorry.
Holy shit! Take those tips back.
I know.
Quick, everybody tip Shipwreck.
The art style is pretty good in this game, and you do fight like flaming werewolf monsters. I mean, that's it's kind of fun.
Right.
I recommend it, especially for $15.
All right.
I feel like now that you've bought it, though, we can firmly
Oh
expect.
yeah,
it
no,
to
it'll
be
be it'll be
Game
free.
Pass or PlayStation Plus or something.
Mhm. Yeah, that's how it works. Whenever I buy something.
Well, Wombat's going to educate himself on Joe Mad before the next show. If he wants to get those sweet tips, anyway. All right, let's. We finished Streets of Rage 4 finally.
Nice.
Cool.
It was. It's really good. It was very hard.
How many quarters did it cost?
No quarters, but it was a lot of
You
failure.
gave no quarter?
It was a lot of failing going on though on the last level. It was pretty difficult, but we did it. So I highly recommend that game. I'm going to play more because I want to unlock. There's so many characters to unlock, and we really haven't unlocked any.
I didn't even know you could unlock characters in it.
There's so many. Basically all the characters from the old Streets of Rage games.
Is Spider-Man in it?
No. Was he in
No.
a Streets of Rage game?
Oh, it could have been.
I think you're thinking of Shinobi.
I was gonna say I was just about to say he was in a Shinobi game.
All right. All right. What else we got here?
You unlock
Wombat?
Shinobi?
Can you? Yeah. Is
No,
Shinobi
I
in
don't
the
think
game?
Shinobi's in it.
What about the?
Was that
the
his
blonde-
name? Was that guy's name? Shinobi? Is that his?
Yeah, it's Joe Shinobi.
What is this about? You got something about Bobby Kotick.
Yeah,
It's
apparently
always nice
the
when we hear his name.
apparently the shareholders at Activision Blizzard think he gets paid too much. Apparently, he's made $20 million a year for the last 4 years. And
He's received nearly $100 million in combined stock options and equity since 2016. It's consistently larger than total pay of CEO peers at similar companies. Well, I'm an Activision stockholder, and I agree he does get paid too much.
Yeah, and apparently there were massive layoffs last year, and
I remember that.
And the shareholders want to know, why are we letting go of so many people, and you're getting paid so much?
Right. I'm pretty sure he's a great CEO, but he's not the reason why the company is doing great.
He's almost been the CEO for 30 years also, which is kind of crazy.
Right.
So,
I mean, he makes good business decisions. The salary thing is out of whack.
Right. That's
if he said he made $2 million, I'd be like, that's a really nice salary for being the CEO, I guess. But yeah, $100 million.
too much.
Too much.
Did you read about this next item here? This is Shipwreck's probably favorite story. Did you see this? This guy, this executive at Riot.
This is why is this my favorite story?
Because you don't like these controversial stories.
Oh, okay, go for it.
This Ron Johnson, the global head of consumer products at Riot Games, is sharing like racist posts on Facebook, on public Facebook. And so, of course, people find out about it, and they're outraged, and now he's probably going to lose his job because of it. How do they not know? I know the answer.
Yeah. It's crazy.
They think they're not that they're right, but they're like righteous.
Righteous.
Like, they have to not only right, but they have to show everybody that they're right, and it's their duty. And if somehow duty.
And this is after all the issues that Riot had not
of course,
that long
right.
ago.
I mean, you just live through that. And you just see it everywhere, all around you. You see it happening, but people still ripping down the flyers on the street and getting photographs taken of them.
And then they lose their jobs and they become even worse.
Well, it's people are weird. All right,
So
we
my
got to
advice is don't be a racist.
don't be a racist.